SBR Videos is sponsored by Sports Cash System. Click on the link below for more information. Hi, welcome to SBRForum Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are previewing Week 4 in the NFL, and we're talking right now with Joe Duffy from OffshoreInsiders.com, who went 2-1 against the spread in his 3 picks with us last week, which brings his season-long record in our videos to 9-3 in the NFL against the spread. Joe Duffy, thanks for being back with us this week.
Well, thank you, Peter. But yeah, my premium plays are 21-9. You keep better track of exactly what they are as far as what I've released here. But yeah, it's been a great football season for sure.
Yeah, I mean, has it 9-3 against the spread? Has this sunk in yet, or does it seem like it's just like a movie, like it's not even real?
Well, it's short term. It is short term, okay. But we told you from day one that I went back and looked at my metrics, and I think that I've really perfected it, where I'm weighing more of my old-fashioned techniques a little bit more and modern technology a little bit less. So this is what we expected.
All right, well, we're going to talk about the Ravens-Bills right now. And again, this is not a game that you emailed to me saying, like, this is the game I want to talk about. I have a big edge. This is a game I asked you to take. Bills are a 3-point home underdog. And when the line first came out, they were 3.5. And I thought, all right, here you go. Classic situation. Bills, not getting enough respect as a home dog. They're the team with value. But now looking it over, I'm on the other side. I'm liking the Ravens here. The Bills, their offense is struggling in general, and the Ravens, they look like they might have had some problems on defense in Week 1, but it turns out later on, in retrospect, it was just because Peyton Manning's having a record season, and then the Ravens' defense looked a lot better the next 2 weeks. Bills having problems, again, on offense in general. They're also having a ton of injuries to their starters. A ton of guys are banged up. E.J. Manuel not playing that well. Ravens, of course, Ray Rice is probably going to be back for this game. So adding it all up, I'm thinking maybe the Ravens -3, even though they're on the road, is the side here. What do you think?
Well, a couple things. I actually did check the Bills' injuries, and it does look like from Mario Williams, Steve Johnson, C.J. Spiller, all these guys, at least the latest that I checked, they should play this weekend. Right. As you said, Baltimore does have injuries of their own. Ray Rice should play, but he's got a hip flexor. He's a physical running back. So, when you've got a hip flexor, that can definitely affect a physical running back. But all in all, remember what I said all along, that one of the biggest changes in handicapping in the NFL in recent years is I like to go with rookie quarterbacks. Mm-hmm. They're usually the leaders of surprise teams. E.J. Manuel is 2-1 against the spread this year, but of course his only spread loss was to a fellow rookie quarterback last week. And again, more so than just about any other teams, the teams that have the most pronounced splits are usually the rookie quarterback. So Buffalo looked poor on the road. Now they're returning home. Nope, I'm going to go with the home dog in this one.
Really? Well, no, I mean, I definitely, one piece of wisdom that was given to me a while back when handicapping the NFL is that, if you see a bunch of, players on the injury report, but it turns out that they're playing, assume they're 100% because it means they were shot up with whatever drugs, they need to be shot up with to be 100%. So, yeah, if all those guys are in, we can assume that the Bills will be at 100%. But I'm just thinking even if they are at 100%, I mean, the Ravens' defense has actually looked, great over the past 2 weeks. And Joe Flacco, very dependable quarterback, we don't have to go into that. So I'm thinking even if the Bills are at full strength, maybe there's still a small edge with the Ravens.
Yeah, no, you did say you are correct. They have been tremendous over the last 2 weeks after giving up 7 touchdowns in the first game. Now, obviously, E.J. Manuel, he's not exactly Peyton Manning, and there are very few regular season quarterbacks in history who were. But, again, I'll use that term I like to use, consistently inconsistent. They're not necessarily as bad as they looked opening week, obviously, and their opponent had a ton to do with it. But they're not quite as dominant as they've looked. And as far as Joe Flacco, he and Eli Manning, maybe in the history of me watching football, I've never seen 2 quarterbacks that are so much better in the postseason than they are in the regular season, making both quarterbacks a little overvalued in the regular season. And of course, Anquan Bolden, he's long gone. And there were some interesting statistics about Flacco's not passing downfield the way he did last year. Just 1 for 4 for 48 yards on passes that went 11 or more yards last week. Regular season, he's only a decent quarterback. So we got a decent regular season quarterback laying some significant points on the road. 3 is significant in the NFL. I'm sticking with the home dog, but again, we'll always be an expert after the game. There are no guarantees in life, and I can certainly see some arguments to go with a favorite as well.
All right, Joe Duffy leaning towards the Bills, +3 at home against Baltimore. Thanks so much, Joe. Talk to you again next week.